Hi, my name is Teri Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and welcome to video 8 in our series Christmas in July 2022 project. Now, this is a collaboration between Lisa Fisher from Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling and I, and all of her links to her Etsy store, her Facebook group, and her YouTube channel are all going to be below. Also, the links of everybody in the collaboration is going to be below. And I would like for you to go visit all of their channels and subscribe to them. It's going to be a great collaboration, and I think you're really going to love it. And if you're going to participate, but you don't have a YouTube channel and you haven't signed up, that's okay too. All you have to do is post your project in the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group or over at Lisa's Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling Facebook group. Sorry, Lisa. And post your projects in both of those groups, and then use the hashtag Christmas in July 2022 project when you post your project or your flip through or your pictures. And then that way when people are searching for this hashtag, then your project will come up and people can see the pictures and such. Okay, so that's it for that business. Now, in this video, we're going to work on Signature 2, which is what we've been working on. And we do have one repair to make, one quick one, and then we're going to do the 2 center pieces. So let's go through to our CD, which is here. Where'd it go? I guess I didn't have one on this one. It must be in Signature 1. In that case, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so this is all the yumminess we have so far. I'm not going to do a flip through. And we are at the center. Now, we've got several parts. We're going to put belly bands on both sides, but the belly bands are going to be different. And we're going to need some writing paper for one belly band, and we're going to need pockets for the other. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. According to my instructions that I wrote down for myself, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut and ink a 4-inch wide belly band. Okay, so now we're going to make the belly band red on both sides so that it's not the blue to blend in. Okay, so we need 2 4-inch wide belly bands. Oh, my tummy's growling. Nice big ones. One for this side. And one for this side. You know, 3.5 might be big enough. Let's look at this. We took a 1/2 inch off. Yeah, I think 3.5. I'll trim that one down. Let's do 3.5. Probably going to mess up my measurements, but I think 3.5 is enough. Yeah. Let's take this one down to 3.5. It isn't that much difference, but I think it'll make a difference in our pages. So to work on this, let's actually just take this center page out. It's going to be easier, and we will set this to the side. So now we're going to add the belly bands, and on one we're going to add a blue strip, and then that strip is going to have a pocket. Now that's going to be the easier one of the two. So let's go ahead and do that one. Let's ink this now that we've cut it. You don't see the grunginess quite as much on this one as you do on the other colors of the paper, but we still have to do it. to get rid of this white along the edges. Besides, you can see some of it, especially along the sides that don't have this real dark right here in the corner. But you can see it fills it in. We have to do both. Sorry about that. Kind of make some areas that go in a little bit farther on each side. Hope you guys are having a good morning. It's 7 o'clock in the morning here. I meant to get an earlier start. Then I realized I needed to take a shower. So I took a shower, and then I sat down and wrote what I wanted to do. That way I could type it in for you guys in your PDF. If you're a member of the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group or the Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling Facebook group, you'll get a free PDF tutorial, an accompanying one to this that tells you step by step what to do. So that would be nice. You can use it to follow along with the video. Most people find them really helpful. Print it out and have it open. They're usually, I don't know, 10 to, or 8 to 12 pages. It's not that much. Get out your typewriting paper and put it in your printer first. I forget sometimes, and I end up with written black and white stuff on cardstock. You know, this stuff. I double printed it just in case we needed it for something else, the rest of the piece. And both of the belly bands are going to have writing cards, as well as the elements that we put on them. Okay. I forgot to put that little bit extra on the other one. It made it a little bit hard to slide it around to make sure it was in the center. We could put one on the side and one in the center to be different, but I think we'll put them both in the center. I like to do a spread, so having the two red belly bands in the center will make it a spread. We're just going to do something different on each belly band. Okay, so on the one on the left, let's add the blue center. Now this is 3.5, so let's add a, oh, we're going to need a second writing card. Fortunately, I have one of those. Actually have a couple. Okay. Alright, so where was I at? So we need a 2.5 inch wide blue strip, this particular one. I should have done it the other way and it would have been the exact size, huh? See, now I can't do it. So the other one's going to be the same way. Silly me. So make sure you remember to cut it, the belly band on the short side, and then it'll be the right size exactly. Guess what we have to do? We have to ink it. I'm trying to kind of move along, craft with my friend this morning. We do on every Thursday. I have no idea what day you're going to see this on. Well, it actually will be a Saturday or a Sunday, because the Christmas in July series is running on Saturday and Sunday all through the month of July of 2022, depending on when you're watching this. Well, I didn't mean to make that so symmetrical. This is our Merry Grungy Christmas. That's what I'm going to call it. Or We Wish You a Grungy Christmas. That's probably it. Instead of Merry. So this is our second belly band on this one. You know, we could probably add 2 pockets. Like 2 2-inch pockets. Let's see what I've got here. I'm not sure what that would look like. I don't really want to do red again, but I could. So let's not do the pockets. Let's see. We could do kind of a hidden pocket, couldn't we? Do 2 pockets, but ink them. I've got enough blue left over. Oh, you know what we could do? We could add this blue. Or we could add this red. Then it wouldn't be the same as that red. Let's do that. Okay, so let's make 2 2-inch or 2.5 inch. Probably 2, because they're going to be on the belly band. So let's make 2 2-inch pockets. That means we're going to need cards, so we'll have to get some cards out of the ephemera we have left. So we're not going to be completely done with these, but silly me once again. I did it again. I have to trim it. Oh, that's right. I would have had to do it anyway. just a smidge wide. Oh, I must have some repositional tape stuck on my paper trimmer there. You know what? Let's take it off this side. It's got like a funny line right there. Now it looks crooked. And do I have any more of that printed out? No. No, I don't. Yes, I do. So. Let's do this. I would hate to be embarrassed twice, but you know me, I would leave it in. And then we'll put some sort of decoration on the pockets. Maybe some of those little bitty circles. I don't know. Now we want to make sure, let's say this feather, we want to make sure the feather's facing down on both. So let's glue these three sides. I'm going to make this the bottom one even though it was sitting on the top, because that way I can judge better where I should put the top one. Or should I put the top one first? Because I'll know how far down from the top I want it to be. I'll do that. Move it down just a little bit more. And so we'll have to find two little tags to put in there. Make sure we haven't glued that shut. And we want the arrow or the feather facing down. See what you can use your scraps for, so make sure to keep your scraps because you never know what you might need them for. Wow, they look like stripes, don't they? Okay. Now, in signature 1, what I'll do is I'll swap sides. Okay, now on this signature, on this belly band, we're going to add a card to the center, but it's going to be a pocket, and then we're going to put some coffee dyed paper inside that opens up into a bigger sheet that you can write on, and it's very simple to do. So let's decide how big of a card we want to make. Where did I put that paper? Uh-oh. I put everything but that paper over here. Ah! Another scrap. Let me pick the piece up off the floor so the big OZ doesn't get it. That's my dog Oz. He is a paper hound, basically. Comes in here, and any kind of paper he can find, he will eat. So let's make our card. You know, to make it so it centers. Okay, so we know that this is 3.5 inches wide, so we're going to need to make a 7-inch long piece. We can double it so we can fold it in half. And I'm just going to use the height that it is. Now, we're going to do magnets to hold it shut because of the paper inside. We're going to hide the magnet inside with one of these 1.5-inch circles. Okay, so we're going to take our card first. We're going to fold it in half. See how it would be open, and then when we put the paper inside, it would be open even more. I don't want it to pop open. Do you? No. So we're going to put a magnet. Let's see. Let's put the magnet in here first, and then we'll match it with the magnet here on the back side, and we'll put our tape up and down. Wonder if it would be more fun, instead of making a long pocket, to make a sideways belly band. Ah, yeah, I think that would be more fun. Okay. So we want to make sure that our circle's going to cover it. So let's put it about here. I guess I could have got the magnets out. Come on, you. And move it down just a little bit so it's in the center, or the approximate center. Well, that was helpful. We want to use as small of a piece of tape as we can. Hopefully that isn't too big, because we want to be able to put the circle over it. Yeah. And I used the 1.5 inch, and I almost used the 2 because of the buckling. You know what I mean, when you glue it down. This has writing on it, so it's directional, so we have to remember that when we put it on. And a bunch of glue gunk on the end. You know, I should have made this square. And I'll tell you why. Doesn't matter. Okay. We have two different ways we can do our paper. One way I really like. The other way I like. But I like it better the other way. So there you go. I'm not going to tell you what the ways are. I'm going to show you here in just a second. Okay, now let's put it right side up. It looks right side up to me. It's not in English. There's an R. Okay, and then I'll show you the paper for this in the second half of the video, and then we will glue it on as another belly band, and then we will make at least one of the cards to go in here, and then of course you'll be able to make the rest. You'll need 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, because you'll need one to go in here. Okay? So let me put you on hold while I switch videos, and I'll be right back. Okay, so when we left off, we had put the magnet on here, and I've been talking a little in between, so I apologize, my voice is kind of gone again. So now we need to put the magnet on this side. Because remember, this is going to be glued to this. Well, not glued completely. We decided another belly band, didn't we? So we're going to need to make the tape go horizontally so that when you slide the card in and out, then it won't get hindered by the tape. If it's up and down, it could get caught on the tape. This way, there's a lesser chance. Except for right there. Okay, so now we're going to, let's do the paper before we glue it on in case we have a problem. Let's set this up here. I think that looks pretty neat. And then we're going to have this on top of this. Yeah. Okay, so for the paper, we're going to use the coffee dyed paper that I sprayed with the mist that makes it look kind of sparkly. And we're going to take the paper, we're going to glue it here, and then we're going to fold it in half so that it fits inside. So we're going to cut double the width and double the height. So we want the width to be, so this was 3.5, right? Yeah, it's actually not quite 3.5. No, it's 3.5. So let's do well, let's try 7 and see what happens. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Let's see. Keep thinking we should have made this shorter. How long is it? Yeah, we should have made it shorter. Alright, we can do 7 this way. That should make it work. We'll do 7 this way. I have a hair stuck to my... Oh, I had to put my hand warmers on. It's May. I mean, it's June. It's June 2nd. Okay, so we'll do 7. And we'll turn it this way. Yeah, we're still not... Oh, then we'll turn it this way. I have too many things I'm trying to keep track of. And then this way is 6. So this is 11, so that's still fine. So we're going to fold it in half this way. I wish you could see the sparkle on the paper. And fold it in half this way. And we're going to open it. And then we're going to fold it in half this way. Okay, and we're going to glue this corner to this. I think we should trim just a smidge. No one will ever know. Okay, so we'll glue this piece down, and then this piece will fold up. And this, well, if I just glued the other piece, we would have been fine. This piece will fold up. This piece will fold in. Cut that smidge off. That's what the problem is. And then we'll have the full size of the paper to write on. Okay. So we'll glue this corner to the card. And if you just go around the outside edge with Fabri-Tac, it's fine. On typing paper. Except, you know what I didn't do? I didn't ink the card. It's alright. Okay. So now we'll open it up, and then you'll be able to open it this way, open it this way. You'll be able to write on all of the paper, then fold it up and write on the paper, and fold it in and write on the paper. Okay? Do you like it? I like it. The trick is to keep this inside here. This looks a little crooked. I kind of creased it now, though. I think I'm going to be happy with it. Now let me ink this. It's a good thing I saw it before we try not to get ink on the paper. Which is going to be interesting over here. I guess it's all right. You'll only see it when you have the paper this way, and in fact you won't really see it then. And this doesn't go all the way to the end, so we'll be able to ink the bottom. Excuse me. Why am I inking that? It's going to be glued to the belly band. Well, I guess we do want to make sure there's no white. But we do want to ink this. It looks kind of straight. That was a bit much. I got a little carried away there. Okay, so now we'll glue this on. Just the top and the bottom. And we'll need to put something on here to decorate. And then we'll put something here that will fool the eye, right? Because these are pockets right here. So what we need to do are put little scraps of paper in here so we remember that we need to put a card in there. You know, or a little ticket or something. So let's just stick something in there temporarily. Now, I'm not sure that I cut out enough pieces of paper. Yeah, originally I was going to have this open up. The paper open up. You know, like fold, open up. And then I was going to put a tuck in, so we don't need that now. I can steal from the other signature and print out more. Okay, so we've got 2 of these. And 1 of these. And there's another one of these in the other signature. So we're going to need 2 for this side and 2 for this side. This one's going to be much smaller. Yeah, and I'm definitely going to have to print out 1 more of this. And 1 more of that. I'm going to have to print out some more paper, 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 paper. More paper. Alright. I want to be able to see this, so we'll make that the big writing card. Make this the smaller one. Trying to decide what do we want to keep. Let's do it this way. Forgot what was on the back. Let's keep our bird. So we want to cut this end off. We could save that. Looks like a postcard. It even says carte postale. Postcard. Okay. So let's see where we're at here. This one's kind of hard to find, isn't it? I think we can leave it the width that it's at. No, we want to be able to see the one that's underneath. So let's push it through a little bit more. Let's just cut it off at that black mark. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we're going to do this all the way around. I'm going to do 2 over here, 2 on this side. And you're going to have to ink them all. We're not going to have time to do both sides, but I figure if I show you how on this one, which I feel is the harder one of the 2, then you'll be able to do the other side. main part is the construction. You've seen me make writing cards before in this video series, and so the process is the same. I'm gonna try not to over scuff like I did on that. And even though I didn't spray this, there's a little bit of sparkle on it that came off of my hands from the paper inside. Oh, and that works out well, because this makes this at the top. I'll take this. And do the same thing. Okay, let's do a smidge more to make it easier. Okay, and that's going to do this side. You're just going to repeat the process for the other side. You're just going to make the two writing cards exactly the same way as I just showed you how to do the two writing cards here. If you wanted to, you could make this one a little bit narrower so you could see more of this card, but we made our belly band so wide to accommodate this that you're not going to see much of it anyway until you take it out. Sorry, I'm rapidly losing my voice. This has our Christmas clock on it that matches the Christmas clock we have somewhere else in this signature. Like I bumped the camera again. So, there your little placeholder. So on this side, you open this, and then you open this, and you open it that way. Oh. What happened to them? Oh. There are these three little characters that are really cute that are supposed to be inside something else, but the something else was light. And my scan and cut didn't realize, and so it actually cut them out as little individual people. So I'm going to put one on this one and one in the other signature on the circle. There we go. Okay. So you open it, and then you open it, and you've got a full sheet of paper to write on. Close it back, the magnet holds it shut. Then you've got a writing card and a writing card. On this side, you'll have a writing card and a large writing card, right? Okay. And another card here. A bigger one than the one here, but narrower. And then you'll have your two pockets here with ephemera in it. I would go with the lighter ephemera to match the lighter on this side. Alright, and so that's going to give us our center. I'll finish the rest of it off camera. And I'll do the center of the other signature, which I have the other signature done besides this centerpiece. Oh, it looks like I didn't gauge where the crease was. So I'm going to have to make this narrower. Don't want to make it as narrow as that. But I am going to take it all off one side. So I'm going to cut this off where the, yeah, it's just hard to see on here where the fold was. Right where the edge of where the curve is. And then that way when I repunch it, it won't make a really funny corner. So you're going to have to go back through this signature and put, excuse me, your small ephemera in here, like I did here in my matching pocket that I cannot get everything to stay in. I was upset with myself for not doing it. So anyway, that's the end of this video, and I will see you in the next video where we will make the cover. And once we make the cover, I'm going to try to sew in one of the signatures for you in that video as well. Okay? Alright, well, I will see you next time, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.